In today's video, I wanted to cover entering and tracking your first stock ticker symbol in myatthemoneymachine.com. So let's get to it. Here we are at the website. We're logged into our demo account. So we have just gotten done creating our free account and we want to start using the application. The first step would be for us to come to this covered call cash secured put screen and just start entering a handful of stocks that we may or may not want to start tracking. For the purposes of this video, to show you kind of how to use the application, we're just going to stick for one ticker symbol. I am going to go ahead and enter 2 or 3 here just to give you an indication of what you can do with the screen. We're going to go ahead and enter Apple, and let's go ahead and do Microsoft, and I guess Tesla. So just enter those 3, click enter, or click add, sorry, and it will add all 3 of those to the screen. And if there was any failure message, it would show us here and we could click the failure and see what was wrong with it. But in any case, that succeeded. So here's the 3. We're not going to focus too much on the screen. I just wanted to go ahead and get them added. The reason why you want to add them here is because it will basically track the last price. It checks daily, like twice a day, for the last price that it traded at, and that's important, as you'll see, because over on the cost basis screen, we don't have any stocks we're tracking yet, so we're going to go ahead and track MSFT. So you just click MSFT, click save to retain that. It saved it, so now it's showing in the drop down. So as you can see, there's nothing here yet. What we would usually start off by doing is we'll just say we're buying a cash secured put, so we'd sell to open it. That's typically how I start doing these, and we'll just say it expires. We'll say it expired back in time. The strike, it didn't pull in the last price because I don't know. That's a good question. Actually, I know why it didn't do that. Hold on a second. There we go. So it's pulled in now. It's because it was a brand new one. But in any case, so you click new position. We're going to sell to open a put, 1 contract. We'll backdate it. The strike price we'll say was 240 since it's lower now, and we'll say we got 125 for that. I mean, I'm just making up numbers. I have no idea. So in any case, so what that did is it produced that. It added some numbers here, as you can see. We had a $24,000 collateral, but we're going to go ahead and exercise it. Let's go ahead and add that to the transaction history so we have that ongoing. And we're going to say it got assigned, and we bought some stock. We bought 100 shares. The assignment price was the strike price, which is 240. So click submit, save. We got to clean up this record. If you've been watching the videos, you know what I'm doing here. And we got plenty of other videos to detail this whole process. We do them weekly. So this is just to give you a high-level overview of entering your first trade and getting some numbers in the system so I can go back to the dashboard and show you what shows up there. Okay. All right, so we have the stock now, and then as per usual, we might want to sell a covered call on that for next week. So 1 contract, and we'll just say it's for this Friday. And the strike will say, let's go ahead and say 245 because we want to sell it for more, and just say we're going to get 145 for that. Have no idea. I'm just making up numbers again. Okay, so that added that there. We want to move this down, retain that. So now in our transaction history, we have the premium that we collected from selling the cash secured put. And then we got assigned, so we had to buy the 100 shares at 240, which is 24,000, and then we sold a covered call on it, and we got the 145 premium. So if we come back up to the top, we can see here we now own the 100 shares. The collateral and the puts disappeared from the assignment of the put contract. This is the total cost we're into it. The stock value, this is based off the last price it pulled. So our stock gain and loss, or rather our unrealized loss right now is setting at $170. And let's see, so the last price is here. Our cost basis is 240. Our cost basis with premium is 237.30. and our cost basis of puts, since we don't have any puts on the board, it's the same number as the cost basis without premium. And this weekly ATR, that's the, if you hover over this, it'll tell you what that is, the weekly average trading range. So that's the trading range, and that's important because if it trades like $8 weekly on average, then the chances of us 240 and this 245 strike, well, that's below the average move. So it is theoretically possible for it to cross that and we get assigned back out of this. So anyway, so that's entering one position. Now if we come back to the dashboard, you will actually see that appear on the dashboard. So now we only have one stock that we're tracking. So that's why it's showing all the numbers just for MSFT. Shows you the total number of transactions that you've entered into the system. And the reason why this percentage is so high is because we don't have any deposits. So let's just go here and we will deposit. We'll just say it's the initial deposit. And we'll just say we deposited 50 grand. Stay with big numbers here. So we deposited that. All right, if we come back to the positions, now you can see we're using 52% in this, or sorry, that's the unused. That's how much of our capital we're not using. And then MSFT is taking up 47.56% of our total cash that we've deposited. So anyway, yeah, that's entering your first transaction. We entered MSFT. We added some transactions so we could see some numbers appear here. And yeah, we have a good overall view of entering your first stock ticker symbol into the web application to track its progress. So I hope you enjoyed that one. If you have any questions, as usual, you can always email us at support@myatmm.com. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want a free account and you haven't gotten it yet, go out to myatmm.com and you can get started today. Thanks. See you in the next one.